Musselman Honda circuit track, and we're doing a Criterium on it. It's part of a 3-day Omnium, the Southern Arizona Omnium, and the course is really fun. It's a go-kart track. Guys at Stonehouse did a great job cleaning it up, putting on a wonderful event. I was really excited to be riding this thing at night. What you just saw was the first S turn, and then here's the other turn that's a little technical. And right here, this guy on my right, his name's Richard. Like me, he's just learning how to race, but he took that turn really wide, and if you take it narrow, it's really fast. And I ended up making a mistake and already knew how he took that corner. I ended up on his left side at the end of the race, and it ended up costing me quite a bit. So here's how you should take this corner on the inside, and it's pretty quick and fast. And yeah, I really liked this race. It was a great time. So here we are, kind of mid-race. Got our first big attack going, and yeah, nobody's getting away. So I'm just positioning myself, hoping that maybe something would form, but as it turns out, nothing does. And yeah, well, so here we go through the S turn again. This turn was really fun, but I don't know. Sometimes some people dove in some wheels, and it was my own fault for leaving the gaps like that. But yeah, I was learning. So here we are. For some reason, I don't really know why, I was kind of just sitting off the back, well, kind of mid-pack anyway. And turns out I got really fortunate because coming out of the corner, somebody was being really aggressive, doing the opposite of what I was doing, and they went down, which is exactly probably why I always left myself plenty of space. Anyway, some El Grupo kids on the front just started drilling it, and I don't know much about racing, but I do know if I don't have to close a gap, I can let somebody else do it, then I'm all the better for it. So I'm sitting here right behind my buddy Buzz. Buzz is not an idiot racer like I am. He knows what he's doing, and so he's a good wheel for me to follow. I can learn a lot about positioning and whatnot. And besides that, he's a consistent finisher, top 10, wins quite a bit. So I'm just following his wheel, and oh, he loses it, so I'm following my so anyway, I was hoping to follow Josh there, but that didn't work out either. So I'm just kind of stuck in my own in the wind right here, but I take this corner really well, and gap is just gone. And so then, with almost no effort anymore, I just kind of cruise right on up, and I'm doing okay. Buzz said when he saw that I was behind him, he was really mad because he should have let me close the gap. That's racing. So here on this side, the back side of the track, there's a pretty stiff headwind, and being on the left side, you're a little more protected. However, if you're on the left side, you can't take the inside corner right here, and yeah, that ends up getting me into a little bit of trouble later. So here we are. I'm just going to show you the end of the race as it unfolds. There were 4 or 5 El Grupo kids. They're teenagers, really well coached, and they were working well together. Everybody had a role, and they were just on the front and just keeping the pace real high, trying to get a win for one of their teammates. I'm not sure which one. So they're just drilling it, and here's the first one. He's blown up, so he's going to pull off. And actually, that wasn't an El Grupo kid. I apologize. They're still up there. So anyway, they're just up there keeping the pace high, just blowing themselves up, just trying to make sure that they're in the best position to win. And I'm just following wheels and trying not to let any gaps form, because I don't want to have to try to close anything this late in the race. And I don't know, I don't remember why I wasn't following wheels exactly. I was kind of off to the side and exposed a little bit to the wind, even though this is the better side to be on if you're going to not be behind somebody. But yeah, a little bit of a tactical error there. And then so here we go, coming around the corner, and even though I'm not very far back, it's still pretty punchy. So I decided I'm going to move up and place myself a little bit more smartly. Here, the guy I'm passing on my left is Caden. He won first. This guy right here, he was second. And so as you can see, there are 3 El Grupo kids in the front. I think the one in front right there is Colin. And here's where I get my first spot of trouble. That guy kind of cut me off, and I lost all my momentum. And being a big lard butt like I am, changing speed is not something I like doing a whole lot. I don't like it being too punchy. But didn't cost me too much, but it was getting kind of late in the race, and well, I was already pretty tired. So here we are coming around the backside again. Got our this is where we got the headwind, and they're just keeping the pace pretty high, and I'm just kind of waiting to see what's going to happen. I'm hoping that my plan is on the last turn, if I can jump on the inside, maybe I can sneak around and get a win. So here I wasn't really paying attention. I didn't know what was happening. The El Grupo kid pulled off, and then there was a big surge, and I lost my position. And then, I don't know if you could tell right there, but there was a little grate in the corner, and I almost hit it, so I lost all my momentum and really screwed it up. But so now I'm in a bad position. Well, really not a bad position, but it turns out to be a bad position because the 2 guys in front of me, I needed to be in front of them. I needed to be 4th wheel right here, and I ended up having to work really hard, and yeah, just kind of blew myself up. On that last corner, though, where I messed up right there in the next race, the men's Cat 3, Leo Carrillo, he came in second, but he did such an amazing job on that corner, and he just got nicked by a sprinter at the very end. It was really cool to see somebody else execute my plan. Wish I had done it, but oh well. So anyway, here we are coming up on this is the very end of the race, and the athlete Octane guy here kind of blows up, and so yeah, there's a big gap. And see, that's, if I had been in the position I was supposed to be in, I would be up there. I'd be 4th wheel right now, and I didn't notice. But here's Richard on my right, and he takes a very wide turn, almost pushes me off, and my race is over. I'm kind of pissed at this point. I'm just like, whatever, I'm not even sprinting. Those 2 sprinted out, and there we go. One last thing about that last turn. It wasn't Richard's fault that I was on his left-hand side. I knew how he took that turn. He did that same turn the whole race. He did it the same way, and I talked to him about it after the road race. He was super apologetic, but it wasn't his fault. There's no hard feelings, and I just want to make it clear that I don't blame him. I knew how that corner was, and I knew where I should have been, and I put myself in a bad position. It certainly was not his fault, and he did not do it on purpose to try to push me off the edge. So anyway, that's racing for you. Thanks for watching.